excited to be here with you. And today I wanted to talk with you about something that I've been talking about for a while. And it is the concept of I love myself. I've been doing this now for a couple of weeks and waking up in the morning telling myself, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself, over and over and over again. And I've talked about it and teased a little bit about the challenge that was coming. Well, today's that day. I'm going to talk about I Love Myself Challenge. This is going to be a hashtag, I love myself. So the hashtag, for those of you who don't know, is the number sign. And then it's just all going to be one word, I love myself. And those of you who are willing to participate and join in this challenge, I would love it because it makes a difference. When we learn to love ourselves, when we learn to love who we are, where we are right now, not worrying about trying to improve myself, saying, I'll love myself when I lose 50 pounds. I'll love myself when I'm doing this. Anytime we start to take and put our love for ourselves at a later date, it never arrives. Because when we get to that point, we'll find something else that we're critical about. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So I love myself. Hashtag I love myself. I love it. Okay. So here's the challenge. Every morning, you wake up and you say, I love myself 15 times. Okay? You wake up, it's like seriously, you pop out of bed and you say, I love myself. 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 You don't have to look in the mirror. You don't have to just say it to yourself 15 times every morning. Then, during the day, at least 2 or 3 times throughout the day, you want to catch yourself and stop and for 5 times say, I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. So 5 times throughout the day. Okay? Then at night, right before going to bed. This is at nighttime. So AM, wake up. PM, going to sleep, okay? Right before going to bed, say it to yourself 15 times. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. Say it over and over and over again. And you're going to do this for 1 month. 1 month. This is an awesome opportunity for you to really learn to love yourself for who you are right now without having to change, without having to say, well, when I accomplish this goal, I'll feel better. When I do this, I'll feel better. It's not about that. It's learning to love yourself right now as you are, with all the weight you have, with all of the pains you have, with all the struggles you're experiencing, with the crooked nose, with the weird offset ears. It doesn't matter what it is that you kind of feel self-critical about. You are going to learn to love yourself for who you are. And you are an amazing, wonderful, talented, gifted child of our Heavenly Father. Now, whether you believe in a higher God or not, whatever your higher power is, he or she, it thinks that you are phenomenal. And if they think you're phenomenal, then we need to believe that we're phenomenal. That's a big word. Okay, so let's recap the challenge. Wake up every morning. Boom, pop up out of bed and you say it. I love myself 15 times to yourself. Say it out loud. Say it mentally. And then at least 5 times throughout the day. 5 times. That's it. It's not that much. So you can even get that accomplished by during lunch. You're sitting there eating. I love myself. I love myself. Whenever you want to, but at least 5 times throughout the day. And then at night, right before going to bed, 15 times again, saying, I love myself. And you're going to do that for 1 month. Here's what I want you to do on top of this. First, I want you to be present and find out where you're at right now. Spiritually, where are you at? Physically, where are you at? Mentally, where are you at? Emotionally, where are you at? Now I want you to write down like how you feel about yourself, where you're at right now spiritually. Do you feel like you're strong? Do you feel spiritual? Do you feel that you need to improve? Or do you feel like, no, I'm fine where I'm at. I don't need to improve at all. If that's the case, then I would ask your higher power, what can you do to improve? Then physically, where are you at physically? How do you feel health-wise? What can you do? What can't you do? What are you wanting to do? What is it that you think about physical exercise? What is it you think about your physical body? What is it you think about your own integrity for yourself? So that's physically. Mentally, how's the thought process is going? Do you feel like you're increasing and learning to stabilize in rational thoughts, and are you doing things to help generate and increase the brain function? Are you reading books? Are you meditating? Are you where are you at right now presently? Then emotionally, where are you at? Are you always crying? Do you feel sad, depressed, lonely? Do you feel helpless? Do you feel afraid? Where are you at emotionally? So you're going to write that all down. Okay? So you're going to write where you're at right now in the present moment. Then the next thing I want you to do is I want you to write where you want to be. In 1 month, where do you want to be spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually? Yeah, I think I said that one. So in these 4 areas, where do you want to be? Physically, I want to be able to walk to and from the store without huffing and puffing. Or if you're better health, I want to be able to run down the block and do it without huffing and puffing. And mentally, where are you at? Where do you want to be mentally? You want to have read a book? Do you want to be able to have meditated for a period of time without losing focus and getting interrupted? Emotionally, where do you want to be at? Do you want to, if you're emotionally crying all the time, do you want to be more stable? And as you're doing these things, identify areas that you're struggling in and be okay with it. It's okay. We all have struggles. We all have different challenges. Some of these may come really easy to you. Some of them may just test your limits. Some may just almost drive you crazy thinking about it. But that's what we want to do, is we want to push your limits, because we are about upgrading your life and being a much better person. So then I want you to post the goals. Post them right here, right now in this group. This is an amazing group. We want to be here to support you. We want to be here to encourage you. And I'll be one of those to encourage and support you, but I like the whole group here. I want this united effort here. Then we're going to take all of that, and then at the end of the month, we want to see how you did. We want to post, did it work? Did you experience anything? Were you faithful with it? Did you have a challenge with it? Did you struggle with checking off and reporting, oh, I did it 15 times? Oh, I forgot one important part. Every day. Oh, good thing I just remembered this. Every day you report hashtag I love myself in the group. You don't have to say anything if you don't want to, but at least go in there and say hashtag I love myself, so that gives you an accountability of what you did and to stay up here and reminded. So let's just recap one more time really quick. The month challenge of I Love Myself challenge, using the hashtag I love myself. You're going to wake up every morning saying to yourself, I love myself at least 15 times. You do it more if you want. Then 5 times throughout the day, you're going to say, I love myself. Then, right before you go to bed at night, 15 times say, I love myself. Look at yourself in the mirror if you want, or if you don't want, we'll get to that point. But just say, I love myself over and over and over again, 15 times. You're going to do that for 1 month. Every day, get into the group and just post hashtag I love myself. Stay accountable. Report to us. Let us help you, encourage you, support you in your goals. Right where you're presently at. Where you're at spiritually, physically, emotionally, and mentally. Where are you at? And what I mean is, what state are you in? How do you feel about each of these areas? I mean, maybe if you're struggling physically, you hate physical. Because you're like, I can't get out of bed, or I can't walk down to the street, or I can't do this, or I can't do that. Write that down. You're not reporting that to us. That's for you to know. What we want to see is where you want to be. We want to encourage and support you in your goals. So write down where you're presently at, and then where you want to go. Every day, again, report, I love myself. Hashtag I love myself. Let's start spreading this word. It is so important that we learn to love ourselves for who we are. As amazing, talented, gifted, beautiful, wonderful individuals. We are so phenomenal that we don't even realize what we can and cannot do. Because cannot is too frequented as a word that we share, saying, oh, I can't do that, I can't do that, I can't do that. Oh, no. We can, and we can. So by saying I love myself over and over again will help improve our body, because we're starting to align ourselves. So we have chakras, and we'll get into that another time. But we start aligning ourselves with our higher power. And if our higher power, whoever that may be for you, if our higher power thinks we are so phenomenally amazing, wonderful people, and we start aligning that, and we start to believe it, the world's waiting for you. So that's what I had for you. Thank you so much for listening. Please share this. Let's get a lot of people hashtag I love myself. Let's get this message out to the world. The importance of learning to love yourself for who you are right now, where you're at with all your frailties, with all your weight, with all your challenges, struggles. It doesn't matter where you're at. Love yourself. You are amazing. Thank you so much. Please share this. If you need help, individual mentoring, and you're just kind of struggling with something, I'd love to help you. Just let me know and we'll set that up. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.